There's a reason porn is free. There's a reason it's unlimited, accessible, and designed to give you exactly what you crave in under 30 seconds. It's not generosity. It's not freedom. It's control. Because the system figured out something centuries of tyrants never could. You don't need armies to control men anymore. You don't need chains or walls or surveillance. You just need to keep them empty. And a man who retains his essence? He's the only threat they can't neutralize. He becomes ungovernable. Look at the world they've built for you. Every screen, every swipe, every click leads you toward release. The algorithm knows what you like. The thumbnails are engineered by neuroscientists. Infinite variety. Available whenever you're bored, stressed, lonely, or just awake. You think that's an accident? You think billion-dollar corporations are giving you unlimited access to their most addictive product out of kindness? No. They're farming you. Because every time you release, you become less focused, less driven, less willing to question, challenge, or resist. You become manageable. A retained man doesn't refresh feeds waiting for dopamine. He doesn't need validation from pixels. He doesn't collapse into his urges every time life gets uncomfortable. He stands up. He asks questions, he builds things, he refuses to settle, and that terrifies the system. Because a system built on compliance, consumption, and passive obedience can't function when men start waking up. When men stop draining themselves daily, they stop being predictable. They stop being controllable. They stop accepting mediocrity as their ceiling. They become dangerous, not violent, not reckless. Dangerous in the way a man with clarity, purpose, and unshakable will is dangerous. He can't be bought, he can't be distracted, he can't be broken. And the system has no protocol for that. Let me show you exactly how depletion becomes obedience. It starts with biology. Your body is a hierarchy. Survival first. Reproduction second. Everything else, ambition, creativity, leadership, those are luxuries. They only activate when your system believes you're thriving. But when you're releasing constantly, your body thinks you're winning the evolutionary lottery. It thinks you've successfully reproduced thousands of times. So it stops investing in you. Your testosterone dips. Your dopamine baseline crashes. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for long-term thinking and self-control, goes offline. You're not depressed. You're depleted. And depletion makes you compliant. Now add the modern layer. Algorithms designed to keep you scrolling. Social media engineered to make you feel inadequate. News cycles built to trigger outrage. Dating apps that commodify connection. Every system is designed to keep you in a state of craving. Hungry but never satisfied. Stimulated but never fulfilled. And the easiest way to keep a man in that state? Give him an endless supply of artificial sexual gratification. Because when he's constantly chasing that 15-second release, he's not chasing anything real. He's not building a business. He's not training his body, he's not learning skills, he's not forming deep relationships, he's not questioning authority. He's just surviving. Scrolling, waiting, releasing, repeating. That's not life. That's a loop, a cage made of comfort. And the beautiful part, from the system's perspective, is that you lock yourself in. They don't need guards. You police yourself. You keep yourself weak until you don't, until you realize that your sexual energy isn't just pleasure, it's power. It's the fuel for everything else. And when you stop giving it away to screens, you start redirecting it toward reality. That's when you become a problem. Now let me break down the exact mechanisms that transform retention into rebellion. Mechanism 1. Testosterone and assertiveness. Studies show a 45% spike in testosterone after 7 days of retention. But it's not just about muscle. Testosterone affects your willingness to take risks, to compete, to challenge hierarchy. Low testosterone makes you agreeable, compliant. You don't push back, you don't negotiate harder, you don't stand your ground. High testosterone makes you assertive. You question unfair treatment. You demand what you're worth, you refuse to be pushed around. The system needs men with low testosterone. Men who nod, agree, and comply. Men who work hard but never threaten the structure. Retained men are high T, and high T men don't follow quietly. Mechanism 2. Dopamine and motivation. Every time you flood your brain with artificial dopamine, porn, social media, junk food, you lower your baseline. Your brain adapts by reducing dopamine receptors. Now normal life can't excite you. Real achievement feels too slow. Real relationships feel too complicated. Real challenges feel overwhelming. So you stay stuck, consuming, never creating. But when you retain, your dopamine baseline rises. Suddenly, building something excites you. Learning a skill engages you. Difficult conversations energize you. You're no longer numbed by artificial stimulation. You're awake, alert, hungry for real accomplishment. And a man hungry for real accomplishment doesn't settle for mediocre jobs, relationships, or lives. Mechanism 3. Prefrontal cortex and long-term thinking. Chronic overstimulation impairs your prefrontal cortex. This is your brain's executive center. It handles planning, decision-making, impulse control. When it's damaged, you think short-term. You chase instant gratification. You can't delay pleasure for greater rewards. You become reactive, impulsive, easy to manipulate with immediate offers. But retention heals this. Your prefrontal cortex strengthens. You start thinking in years, not days. You make decisions based on who you're becoming, not what feels good right now. And a man who thinks long-term can't be controlled with short-term bait. Mechanism 4. Self-mastery and fear immunity. Here's the deep one. When you can resist your strongest biological urge, every other challenge becomes smaller. Difficult conversation? You've resisted stronger impulses. Uncomfortable task? You've sat through worse. Social pressure? You've already said no to your own biology. Retention builds a kind of psychological armor. It's proof, every single day, that you're stronger than your impulses. And when a man knows he's stronger than his own nature, external threats lose power. You can't intimidate him with job loss. He'll build something new. You can't shame him into compliance. He's already mastered shame. You can't bribe him with comfort. He chose discomfort daily. This is why the system hates retained men. Not because retention itself threatens anything, but because the man who masters himself can't be mastered by anyone else. He's sovereign, self-governed, ungovernable, and in a world built on control, that's the ultimate rebellion. Now watch what happens when you stop feeding the machine. Week 1, you feel the shift. Not dramatic, subtle. You wake up 5 minutes earlier without trying. You hold conversations slightly longer. You notice things, architecture, people's expressions, the taste of water. Small things, but they're signals. Your nervous system is coming back online. Week 2, the mental clarity hits. That fog you thought was normal? Gone. You read faster. You remember details. When someone speaks, you actually hear them instead of waiting for your turn to talk. At work, people start treating you differently. They ask your opinion more. Your ideas carry weight. Not because you got smarter, because you got present. Week 3. The energy becomes undeniable. You're not tired at 2 p.m. anymore. You don't need coffee to function. Your body has resources it was spending on constant recovery. You start projects you've been thinking about for years. That side business, that skill, that creative work, it's not willpower. It's available energy finally being redirected. Week 4. This is where you become dangerous. Because now you're asking questions you weren't asking before. Why am I settling for this salary? Why am I in a relationship that drains me? Why am I living in a city I hate? Working a job that slowly kills me, pretending I'm fine? You're not angry, you're awake. And awake men don't follow scripts. They write their own. By week 8, you've made moves, real moves. You've had the conversation you were avoiding. You've ended the situation you were tolerating. You've started the thing you were planning. Your friends notice. Some are inspired. Some are threatened. The ones who are threatened will try to pull you back. They'll call you extreme. They'll say you've changed. They're right. You have. Because you stopped being the man who accepts what he's given and became the man who demands what he's worth. By week 12, you're unrecognizable. Not to others. To yourself. You look in the mirror and see a man who keeps his word. A man who doesn't collapse when life gets hard. A man who transmutes his lowest urges into his highest work. And the system can't touch that man. It can't sell him distractions. He's focused. It can't trap him in comfort. He chose discipline. It can't shame him into compliance. He already conquered his shame. He's outside the control grid, not by leaving society, by mastering himself within it. That's the ultimate threat. Not revolution, evolution. The evolution of men who refuse to stay weak. The ancient Spartans understood this. Before battle, they practiced sexual restraint, not for morality, for power. They knew that a man who can control his most primal drive can control anything. Fear, pain, chaos. Death itself becomes negotiable when you've mastered the life force within you. The Shaolin monks knew it too. They called it transmuting Jing into Shen, essence into spirit, taking base energy and refining it into something transcendent. This isn't new. This is ancient. Every warrior culture, every mystery school, every lineage of powerful men understood the same truth. Your sexual energy is your creative force. When you scatter it, you scatter yourself. When you preserve it, you concentrate yourself. You become singular, focused, undivided. The Stoics had a word for this kind of man. Autarkic, self-sufficient, not needing anything from the world to maintain his inner state. And when you need nothing from the world can't control you with promises or threats. The modern system is built on need. They need you needing validation, needing entertainment, needing release, needing their products, their platforms, their approval. But the retained man needs none of it. He's complete in himself. Not perfectly, but sufficiently. He has enough energy, enough clarity, enough purpose that external manipulation bounces off him. This is why retention isn't just a practice. It's an act of resistance. Every day you don't release is a day you're not feeding the machine. You're reclaiming your sovereignty one choice at a time. And sovereignty, true sovereignty, is the one thing the system can never tolerate. Because sovereign men don't build empires for others. They build kingdoms for themselves. So here's what you do, starting right now. First, understand what you're really doing. This isn't about not masturbating. This is about reclaiming power the system spent billions trying to extract from you. Every time you resist the urge, you're not just preserving semen. You're practicing sovereignty. Second, commit to 60 days. Not 30. 60. Because the first 30 days you're detoxing. Your brain is rewiring. Your body is recalibrating. But days 30 to 60, that's when you become ungovernable. That's when the transformation becomes irreversible. Third, when the urge comes, and it will, ask yourself, am I going to give my power to a screen? Or am I going to redirect this energy into building something real? Then redirect, immediately. Cold water, heavy weights. Run until your lungs burn. Write, create, build. That energy you feel rising? That's not urge. That's life force. And you get to choose where it goes. Into the void of a screen, or into the construction of your empire. Fourth, watch what happens. Watch how you start moving through the world differently. Watch how opportunities appear. Watch how people respond to your presence. You didn't become more charismatic. You became more complete. And completion is magnetic. You're still watching. That means you feel it. Some part of you recognizes that you've been giving away the one thing you can't afford to lose. Your essence, your fire, your capacity to be dangerous in a world that needs dangerous men. The system is counting on you to forget this moment, to go back to the loop, to drain yourself back into compliance, but you won't, because now you know. Every retained man is a crack in the control grid, and enough cracks, the whole thing collapses. You're not just changing your life, you're becoming ungovernable, and that's exactly what the world needs. The choice was never theirs, it was always yours. Take it back. Take.